y'all, it's Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I am working on my This Is Me project. This is a traveler's notebook that I have been working on for 2021, all full of selfies and notes and things that I'm feeling and thinking and dreaming of. So I have a few more pictures to add this week. I'm doing a little bit of catch up, which is totally okay. These spreads are meant to be quick and easy and simple. I'm going to use some pieces from Paper House Productions, some of their awesome stickers, and I will make sure to list everything that I use down below so you can check it out. Don't forget that I have a coupon code for Paper House Productions, so I will list that here and in the description as well. All right, I'll put you guys on fast forward. Let's go. Okay, you guys, I'm recording this at the end of March, and you are most likely seeing this at the beginning of April, and I'm starting to lose steam on this project. The goal was to do one spread a week, and I've maintained that. I've been there. I've played catch up a couple times, but I am just starting to lose steam, and you can see that here because now I am playing catch up with 4 different spreads. So I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible because I want it to be easy and not something that I dread doing. But I would love your advice when you have a longer term project or a weekly project like this. Those project lifers, this is why I was a project life dropout, I think, because I just couldn't keep up with it necessarily. And so this is turning into a project. I don't want to drop out of this project. I like the project, but I'm not necessarily super excited about it anymore. So if you have advice on how you like to kind of reignite that passion for a project, or maybe you're someone that says, just let it go. If you're done with it, let it go. I'm almost done with this traveler's notebook. So maybe I should call it quits on this one at the end of the notebook. Maybe I should look for some new lists. Maybe some new journaling prompts would inspire me a little bit more. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what I want to do. So leave your advice below. I would definitely love to hear it. All right, that first picture that snuck in did have another human in it. So this was supposed to be a book of pictures of just me, like selfies, but my daughter made it into it because that was a picture from our first time back at church in over a year. And I definitely wanted to include all the feelings about that first time being back. So she was in that picture, so she got to be included in the book. Now I'm trying to keep the formula for these spreads really simple. This is a speed scrapping exercise. I have 4 different pictures to document. And so I'm following the same basic idea for each spread, which would be to use a large chunk of paper with the photos. So I have on the first spread this kind of serene beach feel with a sunset in the background. And I'm also planning to use washi tape on every spread. So I have this green paper on the other side. I decided to actually switch it up, and instead of having it be vertical, this one I'm going to change because I want to mat my picture on this gorgeous kind of Moroccan feel paper with the color splash. I feel like I could use this particular paper over and over and over again, just nonstop. So I'm gonna mat it, but when I mat it, it ends up not fitting in that vertical layout. So I decide, or I opt to turn my whole spread, which is interesting. And that was a different way to kind of think of the book. And I think it would be super interesting to do a whole traveler's notebook, but of horizontal spreads. I don't know that I've ever seen anyone do that, do like a mini album and it all be turned a different way. I think that would be pretty interesting. All right, so I've grabbed just some llama washi tape like you do. The goal, again, of this project is that I am documenting a picture of myself and some private journaling, some inner thoughts, some things that are going on, some things about myself to document this snapshot in my life and to give my kids a little bit of insight into what it was like in our lives at this point and what I was like as a woman at this point. So they know me as a mom, they know me as the PTA president and the Girl Scout leader, but I want them to know some other things about me. And so that's what this project is for. So you can see I generally on this particular traveler's notebook from Paper House Productions, because I use so much paper, I put pages together. I adhere them together because it's a little thinner, and I would totally bust through this traveler's notebook at the seams if I did each individual page. So I'm changing it up. Again, another block of paper. I have this picture from when I got the first round of the COVID vaccine, and so I definitely wanted to include that. That is a big life event that I will be telling my kids about for years. So I want to document that, and I had a purple shirt because I happened to get my vaccine on National Purple Day. Who knew that was a thing? I did not, but it is. And so you know that I was all there to celebrate National Purple Day. So got my purple paper on the background, and I will be able to document that picture right there. And again, I'll be adding washi tape. It's the same format. So paper, picture, washi tape. That's what I do when I speed scrap, is try to not reinvent the wheel for each spread. Just follow a similar formula so that I can repeat it. I change up where the washi tape is going to go, the kind of washi tape, that kind of thing, but follow the same idea, and that really helps you kind of go through and practice some of these elements over and over again. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time you're documenting something, every time you're working on a spread in your art journal, in your traveler's notebook, in your planner, any of the things. If you like a particular technique, then use it over and over again because you like it and it calls to you and it calls to your creativity. You don't have to do something brand new every single time. I definitely wanted to document this particular moment. That is me in the car with a bunch of brand new throw pillows. And it was one of those like mother, like daughter moments. My mom was coming to visit from Texas, and I wanted to freshen up my house a little bit for when she came. And my mother is obsessed with throw pillows. She buys them all of the time. And so the first thing I thought when she was coming is, oh, I need to go get some more throw pillows. And my husband just laughed and laughed at the fact that I went and bought new spring throw pillows, but you know what? They felt good, so I'm going with it. All right, same formula, washi tape at the bottom in this beautiful pink. This is from the This Is Us line, which I also just love. I find it so inspiring. So I have my washi tape at the bottom. I have my photo matted on some of that gorgeous Moroccan color splash paper. And then I did find a card that I had cut apart that says "Live, Laugh, Love" on it, and I thought that would be a nice element to add as well. All right, at this point I have the basis of each layout done, and now I'm just going to kind of go through a bunch of the stuff that I have laying out on my desk and start adding just little bits and pieces here and there. I'm looking through the paper I have, I'm looking through the scraps I have. Remember, when I do this, I try not to have any rules. I just pick elements I like. So for instance, I'm going to cut out this particular blue card and I'm going to trim around the edges because I happen to think it'll be a super cute card to document with. I find that little square that kind of matches. So I will fussy cut out this fun shape element, and that is where I will do my journaling for this particular spread. It fits in that horizontal fashion, which is really nice, and I feel like it's a really unexpected element, and there's very few times that I journal in something that is not a rectangle or a square, so I think this will be fun to add my journaling in. Now I'm just trying to see where I want this little card, and I opt to just put it in the center. You know, sometimes it's best just to center stuff up. So I'll add these two elements. This spread is coming together a little bit more, just adding that in. And again, I'm just kind of looking around. I want this to go quickly. I would say for these 4 spreads total, I spent maybe 10 minutes a spread, maybe. I'm looking through a sticker book from Paper House. This is a beautiful one designed by Shauna Klingerman that I happen to love. And I'm just picking out elements that I love, that match the color scheme. Again, this is the This Is Us line. There's just great little pieces from Paper House Production that make scrapbooking easy, that make documenting easy. You don't have to overthink these things. A lot of times when people are working their traveler's notebook, they think it has to look a certain way. They think you can only use things from one particular line. You know what? Pick the pieces that you like, that speak to you, and that will kind of give you some joy as you're working on it. So just adding little stickers here and there. You can see the main focus, paper and washi, and then I went back to add paper pieces, and now I'm going back to layer in with stickers, which is one of my new favorite things recently. I think it's my planner love that is like spilling over into my documenting, because I'm loving the ability to add stickers to all the things. I definitely wanted to keep this particular spread purple focused, so I didn't want to add another random color. I wanted to stick in the tones that were already there. So I think that happiness sticker will work really well. And now from the This Is Us line, look at these cute little girls. I think they are so adorable. So I'm going to kind of add these here and there in my little grouping of girls here at the bottom, which are so fun. I just love all of the different representation. I think they are adorable, and I think it'll be a fun place to document this random kind of like mother like daughter moment. This particular page was definitely giving me the most trouble just because I didn't have a lot of purple elements, and so I had to go with gold. I ended up deciding to put some more washi tape. So I love that elephant washi tape. I think it is so adorable. So I'm going to add a little bit more of that at the top. The top was just looking very bare, which I did not like. So more of that at the top, and that kind of brings a little more focus to that page. And now I'll take a look. I'm just flipping back and forth, you guys. It's just about playing with the supplies, keeping it light. The journaling on these pages won't be so light, and so I didn't want the decorating to become so hard to handle, so much that it would be a task that I didn't want to do. So that's one thing I'm trying to do to kind of get my mojo back on this particular project, is just making it fun, making it easy, trimming out these different papers, these stickers. I just love this particular sticker book by Shauna. I'm already going through it like crazy, so I'll definitely be having to pick up another one. But you can see it's fun just putting these inspirational words across the page. So it'll be fun getting to write in these pages as well, for sure. Okay, so I actually ended up taking these pages off camera to add in titles. I lettered titles for each of the pages. You'll see that in just a second. And then I also decided that I wanted to do my journaling off camera, and I will do it after I take pictures, because the subjects that I had for these pages were just a little bit more personal. So I wanted to maybe keep those off the internet, keep those just for my kiddos, just for my family. So you can see the title right here. It says Back at Church. I'm pulling out my Studio Calico date stamp, which is awesome, to add the date of that particular photo. This one is Dream Big Dreams. This one says Renewed Hope, which is definitely what I was feeling getting that vaccine. So I'm adding the date on there. And then the last one says Spring is my favorite. It's ready to add some journaling, and I will just put the date here on the card at the bottom. Thank you so much for joining me today. Special shout out to my YouTube members. Thank you for all your support. If you're interested in becoming a YouTube member, make sure to click that join button and find out more about our little Scrappy community. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.